So this morning I was scrolling through my YouTube feed and I came across a question posed by Mark Shrimp Tanks. And the question was, how do you introduce your shrimp? And I was astonished when I cast my vote to see 78% of people had said they drip acclimate their shrimp. Now, I'm not calling Mark out. Mark's just the person asking the question. He has a fabulous channel. If you're not subscribed, you should certainly head over there. And I'll pop a link in the description. Now, I've never found the need to drip acclimate my shrimp. I simply use the plop and drop method. And in this video, I'll discuss why. Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Richard and I'm a fish and shrimp breeder based in the UK. And now my wife and I breed and sell thousands of shrimp each year. We mainly sell via eBay, but we ship our shrimp all over the UK. And we've never come up across a problem where people find their shrimp die on being introduced to their tank. We include a small instruction leaflet when we send out shrimp, and that simply says, remove the cordon breather bag from the box, give it half an hour or so for the temperature to acclimatise slightly to the room, cut the cable ties off the top and pour them into the tank. We've not had a single person offer us feedback saying, using that method, my shrimp died immediately after being introduced to the tank. I myself end up moving shrimp around all the time. Just this weekend I broke down a guppy tank in my office which had 60, 70 red cherry shrimp in. I brought them home, plopped them straight into this tank just here. Now our tap water naturally comes out hard. It has a lot of dissolved minerals in it, which is great for the Neocaridina shrimp. And it has a pH of about 7.6 generally when we test it out the tap. In the room next door I have a 155 gallon heavily planted Tetra tank, which I deliberately don't do water changes on because I want the water to naturally acidify over time, which it will do with the fish pooping in it. And that tank also produces hundreds and hundreds of red cherry shrimp. And occasionally, when I need to build up a new colony, I will scoop out 100 or so cherry shrimp, take them from that tank that might have a pH of 6.7, 6.8, plop them straight into one of these tubs here, which will essentially is what my tap water is, with a pH of in the high 7s. I just never see any evidence of shrimp dying. But that is my way. That's how I found it works. I'm always interested to find why people feel the need to drip acclimate and what benefits they feel they get from that. I was recently in conversation with a friend of mine who doesn't live locally, but he had bought some shrimp and he told me he spent hours slowly drip from their tank into the bag they were shipped in. They weren't shipped from me, but that they were shipped in. And I did say to him, I've never come across a situation where you plop the shrimp in and they suddenly all turn their toes up and die. Yes, I understand the argument, it could potentially be stressful, but I always think if a shrimp is showing good colour, if a shrimp is eating, if it is swimming around and given enough time it's breeding, that is not a shrimp that is stressed. I worry that we enjoy a hobby that is massively overcomplicated by people. I do believe one of the major problems with our hobby is there are hundreds and hundreds of articles on the internet telling you, you must do it this way. And I think what often happens is the people writing those articles do a quick search, find another article and essentially spout the same rubbish that they wrote. Somebody else will come along, read that article, rewrite it, and these myths sometimes persist. With that said, I would love to hear in the comments your experiences, why you drip acclimate if you do, and if you don't, what method do you use? I'm always looking to learn too. So to sum this short video up, the way I personally always introduce shrimp is to simply take them and add them to the tank. I've never felt the need to drip acclimate. Doesn't mean the people that do are wrong, just in my experience, it's never been necessary. Now, if you haven't already had a chance to see it, I recently started a new challenge. I'm planning to see how many shrimp I can breed in just 100 days. I started with a small group of just 15 yellow Neocaridina shrimp. I've put them in a dedicated breeding tank, and after 100 days, I'll see how many I've managed to produce. If you haven't yet seen that video, I'll link on screen. Otherwise, thanks for watching.